All right, thank you for staying with me. The conversation is about, politics, of course, party politics, and entrenching democracy. Yeah, political parties are vehicles to power, actually, because we don't have that independent candidacy yet as of today. But then you will think, ordinarily, people join parties because of ideologies, because of what they believe in, ordinarily, on paper. You would think that's what it is. But then it appears there are different motives why people do what they do, why they join the parties. Some, the opportunity presents itself. For some, they really believe, and some parties tout themselves to say this is what we believe in. The PDP, they have what they believe. The Labour Party appears to be welfareist in nature, and the APC calls themselves the progressives. And, and it's okay, those nomenclatures are okay. And the ideology, if actually we are really practicing that. And, the political crisscrossing, surfaced yesterday again at the House of Representatives, where 5 House of Reps members left their parties, to join the All Progressives Congress, and one PDP rep and 4 Labour Party House of Reps members have left their party that that brought them to power to go to another party, which is the APC. And the lawmakers are Tochukwu Okere, Imo State, Representatives Donatis Matthew, Kaduna State, Basi Akiba, Cross River State, and Iyawu Esosa, Edo, and Rep. Ritake Ibori Swenu, Delta State, who defected from PDP to the APC. That's the Ibori's daughter, James Ibori's daughter, that the papers have been reporting now. 4 of them belong to the Labour Party, and 1 of them belongs to the PDP, and they have packed their bags and they have left for the APC. Either if that will come with consequences, we wait to see as well. And the defection was announced by Tajuddin Abbas, the Speaker of the House, on the floor of the Green Chamber during plenary. And responding to the defection, the Minority Whip, Ali Isa JC, PDP Gombe, asked the Speaker to declare the seat of the defected opposition lawmakers vacant in line with Section 68, Subsection 1 of the Nigeria Constitution 1999 as amended. And the Speaker, however, said the lawmaker has failed to quote the whole section he quoted to justify his call to declare the seat vacant. The LPA has been responding to the matter as well, but we get there. Now, to shed more light into this developing story for us, we have a public affairs analyst, and Lanre Fadahunsi. He's a comrade, and of course, he's many things, too many issues, but we are staying with his analysis this morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Glad to be in the studios here.
Thank you for being here. Good to have you again. The man in white. Interesting. All right. Now, political ideologies. We used to have it. I'm not sure if actually we still have it, although political parties still tout themselves to be this and that again. And the political crisscrossing, many persons will say, comrade, that is not entirely new. It's normal, quote unquote normal. And in 2024, just yesterday, it happened again at the House of Reps. Now, let's pick it from here. Moving from one party to another, especially people in power that they rode through the vehicle of a party to get the mandate, and of course, they now take that mandate to another party, crisscrossing, leaving Party A to Party B. In this case, 4 Labour Party members and 1 PDP member has left for the APC. Is it illegal? Is it normal? Is it part of democracy?
Thank you, moderator. I'm glad we are still seeing this happening, but until we deepen our democracy enough to have ideology as the basis of belonging to a political association, we cannot have it different. Now, especially those who left the Labour Party, rode on a crest and also of some people of that party, because the strength and capacity of the Labour Party before the 2023 elections couldn't have gotten them the seats. They might have gotten tickets of the said political party, like others have in the past, but they couldn't have gotten those seats. And so the trust and belief of the people that cast their votes for them at that time is what they just threw through the winds, just like that. The party, the Labour Party, has done what we expect in such instances by writing to say, look, we're going to put their names in the Hall of Shame and then make sure that they are made to vacate the seat. However, we have seen this happen in the recent past, and it appears nothing has happened.
Exactly.
Interpretation by law and all has not been holistic enough. And so people might just say, what the hell? I mean, we can just do what we like in terms of this. But the morality of it goes a long way to tell us how we are redefining our democracy. And the way we are redefining our democracy will also say whether we are growing it positively or not. Look at the case of Rivers. For a year, we've been on the matter of whether those assembly members or thereabouts should be there or not.
The Martin Amaule led 26.
And the back and forth of the judicial system that is supposed to actually interpret. We begin to wonder what's going on. The courts in Rivers will say one thing, the courts in Abuja will say another on this same issue. Is it not the same law? Is it not the same constitution we are following?
The same
and so,
now.
For people, they can just decide we too can do it. If they have done it there, and it has happened like that. Now, my fear, and it's a clear and present danger about the political growth of our democracy, is that look at places like the United Kingdom and all. When a major infraction or issue occurs, the ruling class are afraid they might lose their hold on power. And a lot of issues are on ground. Yes, I was speaking to a very elderly Nigerian, 85-year-old man, sound and all. And he said, I, as a person, would face the issues of Nigeria and forget about a second term vote. Even if my policies will be maybe similar, but not exactly like Tinubu's policies, that it will be so holistic about it that we don't need a second term, we need to redo Nigeria. Do you understand? That's policy. And it's not holding on to, I want a second term or not. But in this instance, when the policy appear to be anti the masses, and the political class in droves are driving to the same political party, you now see the incongruence of that relationship. The party in power is supposed to say, look, we want to do the welfare and we must face the welfare so that we have the mass of the people still supporting us so that we can have a swelling of our population and growth. But politicians, the political class, care less because they believe, well, we have taken our democracy to a new level that if you are inside, you are inside, you are outside, you are outside.
All right.
That is what probably drove the... However, we'll get to more of the discussion, but that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Ideology is out of it,
now,
and so people do what they
whatever they want. Yeah. Now, are you saying in clear terms, because it looks like it, but I just need that clarification and confirmation from you, the ideology thing in Nigeria is long gone. It's not about ideology again, because, okay, the UPN days, the MPN days, those guys were very strong with their belief. And if actually, yeah, maybe there are a couple of crisscrossing, cross-carpeting, but whatever they believe in, they go for. And the moment they feel that thing is not there, is either they shut down or they are very vocal with it. Here, whatever they are supposed to represent the opposition is aligning with the center again and is looking, because some are very concerned that is Nigeria drifting towards a one-party state.
Basically.
Because it's looking like that. But let me ask you, and I want to put you on the spot a bit. Yeah, officially, maybe you're not a member of the Labour Party, but you worked for P2B in the last election.
I am a pensioner.
Okay.
You see, the genius of all these things, the crisis that they call crisis in the Labour Party today, is because organized labor was directly involved in the registration of the Labour Party.
I'm going somewhere. What I mean is the P2B movement, the obedient movement, the drive, the energy at that time got many persons interested, especially young people, old people, and they drove on that bandwagon to say, this is who we want, although that didn't happen at the end of the day. But for Labour Party, are you disappointed with their performance at the National Assembly, the State Assembly, at the either the Red Chamber or the Green Chamber? And I'm particularly asking because many persons expected more from them. Some objections, not just because we want to be opposition, but some vocal objections. It seems everybody has just blended into it. And, you know, many persons are seeing them as just mere opportunists. Because of the P2B bandwagon, everybody latched on it. They couldn't see opportunity somewhere else. They saw that movement, they latched on it. Now they are the assembly, and that vibrant opposition that you're expecting, you are not seeing it. 4 of them have packed their bags yesterday to the same APC. Are you disappointed with Labour Party representatives?
I'm not disappointed with Labour Party representatives.
Why you expected
I will be disappointed if it had been a member of the obedient movement or the big tent, because those were driven by a passion.
All of these 4 as well supported the obedient movement.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That there's a vehicle that needed a driver, and so some aligned to be a part of that vehicle.
Yes,
because of the driver. Not because it was a 4-wheel drive.
And who was the driver?
It was Peter Obi. It was not the party per se.
Okay.
So that was why.
But the driver needed a vehicle. And other passengers needed a vehicle.
Yes. Who believed in that drive that can take them to the promised land.
That's been an opportunist, isn't it?
No. So along the line, just like the Ark of Noah, snakes, serpents were inside. Birds were there. Lions were there. Those are the ones now showing their fangs and color.
So the vehicle has landed.
The vehicle carried a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
And at some point, the moral question is, are we on the same page? If we're on the same page, is it the same book? I want to reposition Nigeria. We want to say the truth at all times. We want to be sincere that we can, as a nation, grow to a level in the world that they will envy us as a nation. Nigeria has all the potential.
So Labour Party
of growth.
Labour Party has just been used, isn't it?
No, some individuals use the Labour Party as a stepping stone.
That's stepping stone.
They use Labour Party as a stepping stone. And if you look at it now,
yes,
like the honorable member that left from Edo State is latching on the fact that there had been a series of leadership issues and that's why. And the law that says people can move has that clause.
Yeah,
that
it has leadership instability.
You see Peter Obi still going around doing his thing, saying his mind on issues and all, while not castigating leadership of the Labour Party.
Yeah,
he distanced himself to an extent. Because I, for one, I've said it before in maybe your sister station or thereabout, that as an individual, on the allegation of graft and corruption against the Labour Party chairman, I would have stepped aside if I were to be the one.
Julius Abure?
Yeah, it had to do with funds. Accusation of stolen funds. I will not sit on top of the party when such an allegation is made against me.
But some persons can bring it up to remove him because they know the moment he steps aside, he might never return.
Some people can bring it up.
Yes, an allegation.
Or his financial coordinator of the same team. Even if I will sit, I won't anyway, because it's not supposed to be a matter of life and death for me. Do you get? If I were to be in farming, I'll just go back to my farm. If I'm broadcasting like I am now, I'll just go do my broadcasting.
Are you accusing Aburi of?
No, I'm not.
Of being the problem why this party.
Let me tell you, I'm not being
judgmental. No, but we are speaking through to power.
No, what I'm saying is,
we hold that duty.
Do you want me to say something here? There was an issue when the Osun campaign of the Labour Party happened. I used my influence at that time to approach your organization and several others. We need your help. We want to do this, and we will pay you. We paid not all, especially the NUJ. We had the press conference. That's my constituency. They didn't make the payment. So I don't believe, but if I were to be lying to my friends in the media, I won't be talking about it now. I wrote severally to Julius Aburi. This is my constituency. Let's resolve the matter. No response. I don't belong to such organizations where you want to disparage, where I can still enter your studio today because my conscience is clear that it is not, although we paid here because these are organizations that are private, you cannot toy with that. We sourced funds to do that, but the party did not weigh in on that. There was an issue that Abure said, look, I don't like this, we are resolving it. We must, that was the last we heard of it. I can't stand and sit in such situations, you get. Not because I'm being sanctimonious or whatever, but I just believe that, look, I won't get caught in a place, I don't like to say sorry. I may say sorry out of wanting friendship not to break, but I don't like to say sorry from a point of weakness that I've done wrong. So I stand clear of having to do that. So to my mind, that's why I don't want to talk about the party as a party. Some people use it. Some people are in the party because of the money they want to get from one place or the other. Recently, I had to write to the leadership and said, wait a minute, they said they are doing some things and there is an account number and it's not a party account number. I think you should look into a matter like this. That's where I stand on issues. And so, to my mind, people are quarreling. I won't be surprised if Apapa and Abure are now on the same page. Do you understand?
And it gives
you remember
to
the
that
issues
question.
of Apapa and Abure for a long time? All that while, the Obis and the rest of them stood with Abure and said, I know Apapa wants to be a spoiler now. But right now, they might be on the same page. I see Arabanbi writing a lot about the Labour Party under Abure now, because to some people, the destination is APC. To some people, I'm not saying everybody. It's like it's clear cut that probably the destination is to get traction and go into APC.
All right. Now, the thing is, some believe, there are some school of thought, especially in society, that believed at some point that that we can confirm, by the way, that Apapa was being sponsored by the APC to destabilize the Labour Party at that time, the leadership. And in fact, with what has happened so far, because some persons expected more, I don't know why, from the Labour Party, because of the P2B movement and, the energy that, okay, maybe the guys here, yes, they are not saints, but maybe they are a breath of fresh air, different from the normal, the PDPs of this world, the APCs of this world, in which many persons believe, oh, they have been there, let's have the thought force, the mention of the word thought force.
That's the beginning, that's the origin of it.
And many persons wanted more. They expected a diversion, a complete different story from the normal. Now, these same persons now of this party are now the ones packing their bags and moving to the same APC that possibly during the campaigns they've disparaged, they've talked down on, they've labeled to be so many things at different points to appeal to the sentiment of the people. And I'd like to start. The level of opposition, vibrant opposition, even at the National Assembly, it has been next to zero. From this same Labour Party. Those lages that are spent or that are shared at the National Assembly that you expected the Labour parties and the NMPPs to say, no, we are not part of this. Everybody has been collecting and keep it quiet. So, as it is, just like we have said, is a vehicle to so many persons to move to their destination, the vehicle that they couldn't get, or the bus fare that they couldn't get in the APC. Now, Are you afraid? I said it earlier, and I'm asking categorically now, that Nigeria is drifting to a one-party state, or no matter what happens, it can never happen?
I have seen
Because it seems whatever party happens, there is a way they are heading. And it is not just hating on the APC. We are just talking about the democracy.
It's not hating anybody. Now, to my mind, I think all politicians by now to be moving towards the APC.
Why?
All core politicians.
Why so?
I'm saying that.
Yes, please.
And then
why?
Leave those who are movement driven on the other side. If you see anybody talking about the policies of government, the positions of government, why government might not get results in some, they are not really the core political party people. Throughout the administration of Buhari, I was here severally on your radio station, on so many other stations, that I think Asiwaju should speak up, because the Buhari administration, I used to refer to something then, that I believe historians are copying what the Buhari administration is doing. That it wants to borrow Nigeria into extinction, and that the government would have gone down in history as the most corrupt in the history of Nigeria. So some people, they are obedient, they are naughty people, they talk, but the government is now saying that was what happened. Do you get? If I belong to a party, just like I said it about my position on the Labour Party position, you get, I'm a pensioner, and because organized labor is part of Labour Party, I am, by inclination, a party member. I may not carry the card. I don't carry it. Anyway. I made efforts to, and I think they were like, this man is a lagidi person. Let's not bring somebody that will be talking and too much. Let's leave him there, Jerry. He doesn't really need, when we need delegates that will collect money, he doesn't really want to be part of that. As you understand, but I'm not complaining about that. But what I'm saying is, the way it is, some of us believe, how can Nigerians all over the world build those nations that have grown well? And ours is like this. We can do it right. So doing it right spirit, people are the ones that align together. And we are not complaining about what others are. Beyond that.
But people that want to fix Nigeria, people that want to do it right, can be found in any other party.
They don't,
it's not an exclusive preserved right of the Labour Party.
Now you see, you pick pockets of individuals.
Yeah.
And when it comes to, there was a place I was with an elderly Nigerian, like I said, recently. And I now said, Dr. Yemi Farumbiye and I had a conversation about so. That man is not a politician. He's a solid man in Nigeria. The person speaking is older than Dr. Farumbiye. Dr. Farumbiye is 80, he's 85.
Yeah.
Do you get? So, but he joined political party to think, yes, we can still drive development, but as an individual, you know his stance. I in Baba's house in Ibadan for a long time, after being head of the BCS organization, if you raise your hand too high, you will touch the ceiling. He did not leave the house. He did not leave, you understand? Some mundane things of the world do not appeal to people who are committed to taking